Revelation chapter 1 verse 18, Amplified Classic Edition. And the ever-living one, I died, but see, I am alive for evermore, and I possess the keys of death and Hades. Jesus died, but he is alive for evermore, and he possesses the keys of death. Another word, in another words I can say, Jesus died. Jesus faced death, which is an enemy. Because 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 26 says, death is a last enemy to be subdued, to be defeated. So death is an enemy. That enemy was under another enemy called Satan. So one enemy is under the control of another enemy called Satan. So Jesus went and faced one enemy called death. Jesus voluntarily, Jesus died means there are so many details inside that. He voluntarily, he gave up his life. Nobody could kill Jesus. Jesus could not die naturally because he had no death. He has no death. He is Son of God. Not only spiritually, he is physically Son of God. He is 100% Son of Man, also 100% Son of God. So he has no death. Death cannot touch him. But he voluntarily gave up his ghost, gave up his life. He voluntarily entered into death. He voluntarily went inside the belly of death. In one place it is written how Jonah was inside the stomach of a fish for 3 days. Same way, Jesus would be inside the heart of the earth for 3 days. Jonah was swallowed by a fish. Jonah never went inside the fish voluntarily. A fish swallowed him up. He was forcefully taken into the stomach of the fish in Jonah's case. But in Jesus' case, death cannot swallow Jesus. Death cannot touch Jesus. Jesus himself voluntarily, wantedly, purposely, he entered into the stomach of the death. And he was there for 3 days. Jesus voluntarily, making himself under the death. In other words, let me use that word. Don't take any wrong sense. Don't mistake me. Let me use that word. Jesus voluntarily tasted defeat. He voluntarily enter into defeat, a temporary defeat, a 3 days defeat. And after 3 days, he won the battle. He defeated the control of Satan over death, and he captured the keys or the control of death. Now the control of the death, the main switch of the death, the key of the death is in the hands of Jesus. So Jesus showed us a procedure. Jesus showed us a formula. Jesus showed us a way to get an absolute victory. Accept a temporary defeat. Accept a temporary defeat. Undergo a temporary defeat so that you can have an absolute victory. Jesus himself voluntarily took a temporary defeat and enter into the stomach of death and into the stomach of hell. And after 3 days, he won the battle. He defeated the death and the hell, and he captured the control and the keys of death and hell. So, dear friends, my brothers and sisters, defeat in the life of a children of God, defeat is not for permanent. It is for a while. It is temporary. You may be defeated. You may be under the grip of defeat. You may be inside the stomach of defeat. But my friend, my brother, that is not the end. But after that, the end will come. You are going to have an absolute victory. That's what Jesus showed, a model to us. So our defeat, temporary defeat, will turn into an absolute victory. Amen.